Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Pre-Bell with Team William in India. Today, March 14, 2023. It's been a tough time for the markets, especially after the Silicon Valley Bank fall. There has been a lot of volatility, not only in the equity market, but in the bond market as well. So if you guys might have looked at the US bonds, so some 8%, 10% fall in back-to-back sessions. जो 2 year yield फ्राइडे को 5% था, वो मंडे शाम को 4% हो जाता है. So that is something. The situation is like that, not only in the US market but even globally. Yesterday, the Japanese bond was down 20%, the European bonds were down 10%. So what scenario has came is that due to this banking fallout, okay, the culprit is like, okay, high rising interest rate. Due to high rising interest rate, the value of bond of that banks are falling, and that's the reason the banks are suffering the loss. So अभी probability क्या built up हो रही है कि जो इकोनॉमिक इम्पैक्ट आ रहा है, जो हार्ड लैंडिंग का फील आ रहा है, उसकी वजह से फेड अभी रेट हाइक ना करे शायद. जो प्रोबेबिलिटी आई थिंक 10-15 दिन पहले सिर्फ 80% प्रोबेबिलिटी वाज 25 बिप्स रेट हाइक. फिर अभी लास्ट वीक जो पावल सर की स्पीच के बाद वो प्रोबेबिलिटी 70% हो गई थी 50 बिप्स की. ठीक है, और अभी ये एसवीबी बैंक के इंसिडेंट के बाद जो प्रोबेबिलिटी है कि नो रेट हाइक, उसका बहुत बढ़ गया है, ऑलमोस्ट 50% और मोर देन दैट. अभी दे माइट हैव टेक अ पॉज. ऐसा नहीं बोल रहे कि बंद कर देंगे, बट इस बार के लिए एटलीस्ट दे माइट टेक अ पॉज टू लेट द सिचुएशन स्टेबलाइज. तो ऐसे सिनेरियो में बॉन्ड यील्ड, इक्विटी मार्केट, दे आर इन जिटर, दे आर वेरी कंफ्यूज्ड. एंड today, in fact, the US CPI data will be coming some 7 PM in the evening, and that will be very crucial. अगर वो बहुत ही ज्यादा आता है, then Fed might have no way other than increasing the rate. But if that comes in line with expectation, then there are chances कि अभी rate hike फिलहाल के लिए एक आध दो टाइम के लिए बंद हो जाए. And that all possibilities are building up in the market, and that's why very volatile. So important thing guys, एक चीज याद रखो, do not go with the news flow. न्यूज फ्लो में जाओगे, फंसने का चांसेस बढ़ जाएगा. ठीक है, गो विद द रूल्स, गो विद द टेक्निकल सेटअप, लेट द मार्केट. देखो जैसे कल अभी 200 डीएमए ब्रीच हो गया, ठीक है, टेक्निकल सेटअप गॉन, निकल जाओ मार्केट से. अभी जब तक ये वापस 200 डीएमए के ऊपर नहीं आ जाता मार्केट, टिल देन यू नीड टू बी वेरी केयरफुल, राइट. इनफैक्ट अभी अगर आप देखें तो yesterday there was a sharp fall. There is no clear level as of support now, but yes, 17,000 might act as a psychological support level. So the first level of support 17,000 to 17,100. ठीक है, अभी ये 100 वाला सपोर्ट बेसिकली बिल्टअप होता है बैंक निफ्टी की वजह से, क्योंकि बैंक निफ्टी में जो 39,500 वाला लेवल है, ठीक है, that is 200 DMA, and Bank Nifty is very close to it. So there are expectations that even the last two bottoms of Bank Nifty were around the same level, 39,400, 39,600. और अभी का 200 DMA है 39,500, somewhere around there. So there are expectations that Bank Nifty might rebound, it might give support. और अगर Bank Nifty ने यहाँ से support दिया, then there are chances that due to high weightage, Nifty might also rebound. But I think if Bank Nifty breaches these levels, especially this 39,400 and close below that, then there might be a very sharp fall in Bank Nifty. And in that case, we might see that Nifty might test this September low, 16,800. The possibility of that also increases. I mean, the probability increases over here. On the flip side, the 255 was the previous bottom low for the Nifty, 17,255. तो वहां से हम ब्रीच हुए और शार्प फॉल आया. तो अभी जब भी मार्केट ऊपर जाने का ट्राई करेगा, तो 17,255 might act as a resistance. According to O'Neill rule, we will be looking for a day one of a rally attempt. जब भी फर्स्ट पॉजिटिव क्लोज होगा मार्केट में, ठीक है, मे बी आज हो, कल हो पता नहीं, बट जब भी फर्स्ट पॉजिटिव क्लोज होगा वी विल मार्क इट एज अ डे 1, वहां से हम डे 2 और डे 3 गिनेंगे, क्योंकि प्रीवियस अगर लो ब्रीच नहीं हुआ एंड इफ वी गेट डे 1 2 3, the status will be shifted to a rally attempt, that is RA, and then our focus will be on the follow through day for a confirm uptrend. So let's see how the things progress. But yeah, one thing, bank nifty is very important now, and for nifty 17,000 to hold is very important, otherwise 16,700 800 level is quite possible. If we go ahead, key news. So our CPI inflation was little higher than estimate, 6.4 around 6.12 का estimate था. IDBI bank hiked its lending rate 10 to 15 bips across 10 year. NTPC के हमको एक गैस बेस्ड पावर प्लांट के लिए nodal agency से permission मिला है. US bond yields were down sharply, so 2-year bond yield nosedived almost 10%. Yesterday, FI continued its selling while DI was equivalent buyers around 1,500 crore. Positive thing for India, crude का price गिर गया, and in fact that's really positive for India. Whenever the crude is below around 80 or below that, then that is good for the margins of Indian companies, the CAD of the government. So it's a very balanced approach when we get a cheaper crude oil. अगर यहाँ से crude oil में और भी sharp fall होता है, then in fact that might support a lot of stocks in the Indian market. जो margin hit हो रहा है higher crude logistic price की वजह से, higher input cost की वजह से, वो कम हो जाएगा. Global market yesterday, US was very volatile, but the closing was almost flat. अगर आप देखें तो today the Asian market are down 1-2%, but yeah. If overall, if you look at the SGX Nifty, it indicates a flat to positive opening. अगर ये future level को आप 50-60 बोलोगे तो somewhere around 160-70, 160-70 के around opening is expected looking at this data of SGX Nifty. But let's see, it's very important to hold the 200 DMA around level, especially in the bank nifty, and if we see a rebound from there, then you can expect similar one in the nifty, because in nifty there is no clear level. हाँ, अगर आप intraday वो बहुत सारे technicals इधर उधर line वाइन लगा के देखो तो 17,050 17,100 यहाँ पे हर जगह पे support है, but they are not a very strong zones for support. The 17 is psychology, but yeah, overall bank nifty, I think looking at it and then perspective of nifty becomes important today. So that's it for today's session, guys. Thank you for joining. See you again tomorrow at 8:45 a.m. So we'll be giving update regarding the US CPI data and how the markets are reacting after that.